Ndị be anyị ka ụbọchị nketa mara na anyị mma, dịka anyị si wee na-esoyere anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'onu n'Igbo midia, bụ ebe anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozi gbara ọkpụrụkpụ gbasara maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a. Anyị sịrị unu good morning, ụtụtụ ọma, good afternoon, ehihie ọma, and good evening, mgbede uhuruchi ọma. Anyị sị na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo na mma, na anyị ga-adị ka echi na-eche ada agwụ agwụ, na onwere ife ya eme anyị, na aka Chukwu dị n'alụ anyị, na ụjọ atụ na onye ọbụla, na anyị ga-asọbaịv ya bụ ife, maka ka ị na-eme onye Igbo, Chukwu ya na-ekwuru ya ọnụ ya. Mana ọ bụrụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ụbọchị nketa anyị sizi ka anyị tinyere unu obere azụ. O nwere nwanne anyị nwoke wetara anyị n'ihu akwụkwọ nnukwu ihe mmụta dị oke mkpa, bụ na onye bụ onye Igbo ọbụla na-ege ntị n'olu m ga-ege ya bụ ife. Onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo kwesịrị ige ihe ọfụma ọfụma, ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'ihu akwụkwọ a. Ị ga-esia ya, imetụ aka na share button, share ya ka o rute ndị ọzọ ntị. Ọ dị nnukwu mkpa, kwesịrị ihe anyị na-eme na ihe a bụ ihe ya dịrị anyị na mma, and ka Igbo ga-esi dị na mma. So gee ya bụ ife ị ga-esi ya, drop your comment on the comment below. All right, over to you, sir.
And unfounded. The Defense Headquarters has threatened legal action against purveyors of such rumors. BKO, they usually say there is no smoke without fire. Well, first off, why the spread of these rumors in the first place? It's neither the first I'm hearing about this coup plot. Why the spread of such rumors?
First is the people who are spreading it, they know what they are doing. It didn't start today. Before the inauguration, people who couldn't live with the possibility of Bola Tinubu being sworn in as president of Nigeria went to the Ministry of Defense to beg them to take over. And you look at the picture of people who went to beg. These are people who were not born the last time the military ruled Nigeria. They don't know anything, and they don't read. Because people who read and have the power of understanding will know that, look, a military rule is not what you want. It's not what you want to see.
Give us a perspective of what it was like when we had military rule, perhaps just for people to understand what it is like.
People, journalists are thrown into jail just for criticizing the government. There was one that happened in the South. A journalist published a story on the birthday of a governor, a military governor. And that military governor got the journalist arrested and shaved his hair. Tortured him and shaved his hair.
With bottle.
Huh?
Yeah, with bottle. Not even...
with bottle?
Yes.
Just to punish him for the audacity of publishing a negative story on his...
He's a first-class traditional ruler in Rivers State. Yes.
I don't even know if he's still like that.
No, he's Spiff.
Yes, I've not read about him a lot.
Yeah,
he was young then.
He was young.
And a lot of them were young, so they were even prone to misbehaving. Now, I personally, Bagauda Kalto was my colleague. We were in the north together, and we were in the northern bureau of the news. He was good at getting good stories. He may not have the time to write, you know. Right? Some of us were interested in writing lengthy stuff and all that. But in terms of getting stories, you know, snippets, he was the master. He shone like neon lights as reporter in Punch, and then he was recruited for the news magazine. We had such an excellent team at inception. He was wasted by the military. He was a victim of military rule. Today, that press center in Alausa is named after him by President Tinubu when he was governor of Lagos, because he realized the role that he played. There are other people lying against people that they planned coup. They will now, anybody that they don't like, they will put their names on the list of coup plotters. There were at least 2 fake coups that I witnessed. Coup that didn't happen. and people were arrested, sentenced to death. That of Vatsa. Remember what the former chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff, Duncan Bali, I had an exclusive interview with him. The only interview he granted. And he said that when they were looking at the facts of the Vatsa coup, that they didn't see evidence.
Mama Vatsa.
But was Vatsa not executed?
It was.
So you think one little boy will look into the camera, abuse a president? Some of the freedoms that people enjoy now, calling Tinubu idiot, calling him all kinds of names, you get away with it? A lot of people, a lot of journalists fled into exile. My own bosses could not even stay to work here. And the people who dared to work, many paid with their lives. So all these little boys and girls talking about military, they don't even know what they are saying.
You remember what happened in The Guardian?
Yes, Irabo, and what's the other person? Tunde Thompson. They were just through the instrumentality of Decree 4 by Babangida, by Buhari. Because what the military first do, once they take over power, they suspend the constitution. So if the constitution guarantees you all kinds of rights, it's been taken away. So they rule with martial law, which permits them to seize you and then take you wherever. Look at great journalists like this woman who was first NTA's National Assembly correspondent, Chris Anyanwu. What did Chris Anyanwu plan coup? And she was jailed for coup. Once they pick someone, you are close to that person. Jail. People don't know what it is, or how beautiful freedom is until they've lost it. But we are not going to allow them, those of us who have seen the worst of military rule, we are not going to allow them to control this narrative. They can go and set up their own country where, if they like, they can invite the military to come and take over. Even in African countries, we know what the military did. If you are deemed disloyal, even as an officer, the next thing they will put your name down that you planned a coup. They ruined many lives. Colonel Ajayi is dead now. The torture that he went through. It lied again. Obasanjo was accused of planning a coup. He never planned any coup. Lies. And you sentence people to jail down to death for something that never happened. How did Obasanjo plan a coup?
So in other words, coups are not good, not only for social development or otherwise. It's not good totally.
Where people take away your freedom. You enjoy the comfort of your home. Your wife, your husband is there, your children, you see them daily. Do you know many times in the company of your wife, they will seize you, take you away. Your wife will be the one running around. You won't even know where you are kept. People like Omenka, the man who popularized the phrase, "I will waste you," who now fled Nigeria after the military civilian rule came. Do you know how many people Omenka killed in DMI? These are stories. If we want to talk about, we can do a whole program for people to know that military rule is not something to even think about.
Right.
It's only the unthinking and the ignorant who will open his mouth and ask for military rule. Even soldiers, they know the military will destroy the military. It introduced politics to the military. And many officers lost their commission, they lost their lives. If not for military rule, a brilliant career that Colonel Dangiwa Umar had for speaking the truth about June 12, you know what happened to him. Maybe you didn't, but he should know.
So
this is the thing.
Yeah.
We can't encourage people. And I'm happy that the military has said, no, we are not thinking about this. This is what happens. Civilians will push the military, come and take over power. Somewhere they lose election, because things didn't go their way, they will be the ones to go and tell the military, come and take over now. You are the best things in sliced bread. Come and take over. We are the ones, civilians are usually the people who go to drag these people out of their barracks. But some of them eventually pay with their life.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne na ụmụ Igbo ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ cheta na ihe a bụkwa Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozi a unu nụrụ n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ 2nd of February 2024. anyị si na ọ ya dịrị ncha niile na mma na mgbe ikpeazụ na ncha niile ya ana Biafra ya adịrịrị, ana Igbo ya adị ise dịka ị ga ya bụ ife ka ife nwere ikwu gbasata maka ya bụ ife I drop n'iru akwụkwọ a. Chetakwanụ, I need your own comment and share ya ka o riche many Biafrans aka ka ha mara ihe na-eme, ka ha sọpọtụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ihe ọ na-eme, ka ha sọpọtụ Maazị Simon Ekpa na ọdịm na mma ndị Igbo ka ọ na-azụ, ọ bụrụ ọdịm na mma ụmụnne ya na ụmụnne ya. Ọ gwụnakwa ha n'ọnụ. Daalụ nrinne.